So I've been meaning to do this video about empaths for a while, and I feel as though the word empath is being used so lightly nowadays. I feel like everybody just think they're an empath, and they're probably just a highly sensitive being. So there's a difference between the two, and I would love for y'all to understand the difference. Like, for one, if you are an empath, you are tapping into the emotions and feelings of someone else. Why did I just say that like Mike Tyson? Anyways, you are tapping into the energy and the feeling of someone else. If you are a highly sensitive being, you are triggered by the experience of your environment. And it has nothing to do with the environment. It has everything to do with you and what you have in you personally. So understand if you're one or the other, because everyone is calling themselves an empath and they're not an empath. They're probably just a highly sensitive being. So to be an empath, that means that you have clear sentience or clear empathy. Clear sentience and clear empathy are some of the clairs, which are the psychic abilities that you have based off of our senses. You know, clairvoyance, you can see, and clairgusta, you can taste. Clear tangible, I think. Clear tangy, you can touch, you know? So clear sentient and clear empathy is when you can pick up on emotions and feelings of other people or from other realms that is outside of this vibration. So when you realize you're the difference between being highly sensitive and an empath, then you can understand how to move forward. If you're a highly sensitive being, that just means that you have some inner work to do and some inner healing to do, because you're basically a walking wound and you're being poked and triggered by different experiences that you're seeing that you have not yet went to those places to heal. So now if you're an empath and you are actually picking up on the energies of other people, you have to remember, one, they're not yours. Don't hold on to them and make them about you. They're not about you. So when you have boundaries set and you are very aware of your surroundings, you have to be, when you're an empath, you have to be aware of your surroundings. And I'm talking about the people that you surround yourself by, the things that you listen to, the things that you eat, the foods that you eat, the places that you go. Like, you have to be aware of those things, because as an empath, you carry a certain energy, and it's a giving and a loving energy, because empaths are created from a place of scarcity for love, which is why we feel the need and the desire to give love to people and things when we pick up on their energy. So you got to understand your energy and what you're carrying, because then you'll understand why you are attracting who you're attracting and the experiences that you are attracting. So one thing that you need to know is, when you're an empath, you need to have strong boundaries set, and you do not let them slip for no one and no thing. Like, don't let your boundaries slip, because that's the first mistake that you do, because everything that comes to you is filtered through you. So all of your experiences that you allow, even if they're positive or negative experiences, they have to be filtered through you first, and the filter system is your boundaries. So that's one thing. Make sure you have strong boundaries set for yourself that is a representation of self-love and self-respect and self-trust for you. If those aren't in place, then you're going to constantly be a victim of your empathy. Secondly, when you understand that these emotions are not yours, allow them to flow through you and don't hold on to them. If you need to take a moment to step away and breathe and just allow it to be and to pass through, it will pass through. Don't hold on to them. Don't talk about them to somebody else so that it can manifest. Don't let that fester in you. Don't let it grow. Just allow it to pass through you. And the last thing, and I think it's the most powerful thing, the most powerful one of them all, which is what I had to learn for myself as an empath and realize that I need to incorporate in my life, is remove physicality from when you're experiencing an emotion from someone. Remove physicality. Don't even look at people as people within their structures. Look at everyone as energy field, and understand that energy cannot be destroyed, only transferred. So if you are experiencing something, and as an empath, you're picking up on that sad emotion that the person is experiencing, remove the person, understand that they are energy, and they're experiencing their karma, and they're experiencing what they need to experience in this lifetime for their expansion. Example, Hitler, right? Let's say Hitler reincarnated and came back. To come back into this world, what you start off as a baby, right? But all of his karma is collected in his energy. So that baby might go through a traumatizing experience coming through back into this lifetime because of what they've done in the past. Now, a lot of people and a lot of empaths can pick up on the pain and the sadness of the baby, and and the pain and the sadness of what the parents is experiencing. But you don't know that that baby is carrying the energy of Hitler, who has done lots of crazy, horrific acts in its past that's collected in this karma that's making it a match to the experience that it's experiencing. I know it's a little harsh, and I know that it kind of makes you unhuman to think about it, but when you're an empath picking up from energy fields that's not on this human plane, some of it is not even on this human plane, some of it is, but you have to also think in that way. You have to prepare yourself to think like a non-human, because you're having sensory skills that is not of this human plane. So if you see someone going through it, your man is going through it, other people that's close to you that's going through it, you got to remember that they are experiencing stuff based off their past karma and what they need to experience for their expansion of their souls. Now, that I had to say that because as empaths, we always feel the desire when we pick up on these energies to want to help people, to want to fix them, to want to heal them, and to want to love them. Because like I said, empaths are created from a place of scarcity of love. So in your childhood, you might not have received the appropriate amounts of love that you need. So you walk around wanting to give love to everyone because you feel like there's not enough love to give. It's not enough love going around. And there's a lot of other personalities and gifts that are born from this place of love scarcity that I don't want to get into because it's really a lot. Like, narcissism is one of them, but that's another story. But when you're an empath, you feel as if there's not enough love. So constantly remind yourself that there's enough love for that person that's going through whatever they're feeling, and there's enough love for you. Start to believe that there is enough love. There's an abundance of love that's cultivated in the universe. There's an abundance of love that's cultivated in you. And that you don't have to feel the desire to give it out to people who you feel is experiencing a shortage of love. So, like I said, the 3 things: establish strong boundaries, understand that those feelings and emotions are not yours and let it pass through you, and view people as energy and not as who they are showing up to be in their physical shell. And there's enough love to go around for you and them if you open yourself up to it, and if they open themselves up to heal. Because again, you have to realize if you want to heal, and if you want to get through things, you could go to a therapist, you go to a life coach, but the healing process is really dependent upon the person who wants the healing. The work is done by you. It's not done by the other person. So you got to allow people to want for themselves. As empaths, we always want for other people, let other people want for themselves. So establish those boundaries. Understand that those are not even your emotions. View people as only energy, and there is an abundance of love for you and me. Remember that. Have a great day, and I love you.